What a day. What a day. What a weekend, folks. Happy Monday. It is, in fact, a Monday, not necessarily happy. And welcome. Good to be back. What up, DeBacker? Welcome to the stream. What up, Pixie? Don't call work that. That gave me a chuckle when I was reading it while I was waiting to start. What's up, Nat? Cyber? Welcome, guys. Oh, man, dude. My youngest, who is 2, we started potty training him this weekend, right? And we go brute force, right? Just cut him off from the diapers. And it's been successful for our other kids. But anyway, today he decided he was going to throw like the most massive fit of his entire life. And it went on for about 2 hours, just screaming, crying, just left him in his crib. I was like, I can't deal with this. So, yikes. And then yesterday, I had to get up and work at 3 in the morning on Sunday. So I get up at 2:45 and, I get myself coherent enough to be on a phone call. Drag my butt downstairs into the office here. 2 to 3, my project manager, he's like, hey, everything is being delayed about 30 to 60 minutes. I'm like, awesome. So we just get to sit on this conference call in silence while we wait for other people to do stuff. And then around 3:30-ish, they're like, well, we just need to cancel it. So verify what you have, and then we'll sign off. So I didn't get back to bed until 4:30, which should have taken about 30 minutes. This was 3 a.m., Pixie. 3 a.m. So what should have taken about 30 minutes was an hour and a half. It was terrible. All right. What up? Aloha. Moon Knight, what's up, man? Great first week of football for the both of us. Yes, sir. That was a huge win for Pittsburgh. If you can have a huge win in week 1, it's pretty good. All right, so Nimrod, guys. I played with this guy briefly when we first got him on the CCP beta, and I haven't really touched him since.
J to the Rizzle to the O sizzled.
What up, J-Rock? He's really cool. I haven't ranked up the 5-star at all. I left him unduped, but we can hang out with the 6-star for a little bit. I have some notes written down here. If there's anything specifically that you guys want to see, as usual, just let me know, and we can get that done. Let's exit out of here, please. What up, MSD? Hi, Sim. I want Nimrod. Lurk mode. Have fun on the stream, or I will destroy your soul. Oof. Oof. That is quite the threat, my friend. Nimrod is cool. I would say my overall opinion of him right now, we can review his abilities first, just to refresh myself on them. I would say that I think he is a very balanced champion, which kind of...
You get it? You see the hat? I am Mrs. Nesbitt.
which kind of works against him in the tech class, I think, because the tech class is really... It's not very strong. Like, it's heavier on the utility and not really heavy on, big damage champions outside of, Ghost and Guillotine, right? But, balance is good at the end of the day, so... All right, so, couple things. He, as a defender, he's going to prevent you from instantly throwing a special when you gain a bar of power. Probably not a big deal. It will be a big deal if you mess up your timing on special delivery. That could be a problem, but that probably won't be a big thing. And it's passive too, so you can't heal from it. But all right, he's a robot, of course, so bleed and poison immune. Armor breaks. This is the second or third chant that they've done something like this with, where they've taken kind of the class wheel and they've completely turned it around. It started with Penny Parker, where she countered True Strike and stuff. Now we have a tech champ who is basically designed to prevent armor breaks. which is like a Cosmic Champ's, one of their like one of the things that a Cosmic Champ does, right? So armor breaks cannot remove armor ups and suffer minus 100% potency. So you will be able to place armor breaks, but they essentially won't do anything. Now, armor breaks from somebody like King Groot are still going to work because his armor breaks not only reduce armor, but they lower the effectiveness of future armor ups. So King Groot will still work against this guy. But I don't know why they keep doing this kind of stuff. It's a little irritating. Energy attacks instead of physical, so you can use them against like Korg if you need to. Against mutants, gain immunity to ability accuracy modifications, so he will be immune to magnetized from Magneto, which is a big thing. A good thing because Magneto is super OP against Metal Champs, so it's actually probably a good thing that we have somebody who can straight up counter Magneto. And Domino too as well. So if you don't run a mastery like Resonate, he's not going to trigger any critical failure. So what up, Double P? It does fit Nimrod, especially when playing against mutants. Yes, and that brings up kind of like the overall point of the champion. He is exceptionally good fighting against a variety of mutant champions. He is so against normal champs, but against mutants he is really, really good. So the basic idea here is that he has two different protocols. He's got Titan Protocol and he's got Blitz Protocol. One is kind of like his more defensive phase. You parry, you get armor ups, and then you switch into your Blitz phase, which is more of your offensive phase, and you get more offensive effects from your special attacks. So the idea is that you want to throw your special attack right as the mode is about to switch. It'll switch every 11 seconds on its own. And you can switch it manually with your fourth light. If you do that, if you launch your special while he's in the blue mode into the orange mode, you'll get the effects of both modes in the same special. And then if you build enough, like I forget what they're called, like tactical charges or something, then the specials automatically do both. So, and each special attack here gets a different effect based on what mode you're in. Energize is nice to have on the special 1. The energy vulnerability, it's 25 seconds, but it kind of feels like it's too short because you really want that for the special 2. So you'll kind of see that in effect. The unstoppable off the special 2 is okay. 5 seconds is pretty short. The passive shock on the special 2, this is where the bulk of his damage is going to come from. So ideal situation is you place the energy vulnerability and the energize on yourself. Energize on yourself, energy vulnerability, then you build up to your special 2 and just destroy them with shock damage. Really cool. And then the special 3, I wanted to call out, the self-repair is cool, but this deal a burst of up to 36,000 damage based on opponent's missing health. This is intended as like an execution style move. So think Guillotine 2099, but it's not guaranteed to kill the opponent under a certain percentage of health. So yeah, you kind of have to do a bit of math, like when the opponent's going to have that much health left, and then it should kill them. So. Let's just take him in solo, and I'll try and, not completely fail at a rotation here. Stupid college experience this morning. Oh, no! Hopefully it wasn't anything too rough there for you, Cyber. MCOC, brah! What's up, man? They're going to nerf mags like they nerf blade, just take away the metal and replace it with aluminum? More vibranium champs, right? Vibranium is not magnetic. Yeah, exactly, Cyber. Vibranium or adamantium. Oh, man. Alright, so again, this guy... Oh, I forgot to cover his signature ability. So the 6-star, I have at max sig. The 5-star, we'll keep unduped, so we can kind of compare the two. The signature ability... It's nice to have, I guess. it makes his specials unblockable, which is fine. More defensive purpose, I would think, than anything else. And then the effects from his special attacks are increased by 35% at max sig. So that includes things like the shock debuff. So if you're ranking this guy up specifically for damage, you kind of want a higher sig. I don't think it's required, but it's nice to have. And then if he's awakened and you're fighting a mutant, he's going to be gaining additional armor ups. So that's nice to have too. So had a crappy day, but we move. You and me both, dude. You and me both. I just had to I finished putting the kids to bed tonight, and I just had to take a moment in complete silence and just collect myself before I came down here. So. What up, Timothy? He looks like a fusion of Hardman and Gutsman. Yes, it's the boots, dude. The boots are straight out of Mega Man. I'm glad somebody else noticed that. Alright, so we're going to try and parry to build up extra armor ups. Switch modes back. Launch the special one just as the timer is about to switch, so now we get the energy vulnerability and the energize. Now it's kind of a race to the special 2. There we go. So the shock damage, pretty nice, and that's basically his rotation. You can choose to take additional time to ramp him up if you want. He is very, very reliant on being able to parry, because that's how you build up those charges, right? So you can kind of play him more balls to the wall, as it were. Yeah, for something like a shock vulnerability, or whatchamacallit. Is there a shock vulnerability? I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking of Thunderstruck. Oh, and there's a missed parry. Wouldn't be a stream without a couple missed parries. Yeah, so you can, in my testing, he feels like he's less fun to play if you take the time to build him up. It's just a lot of parrying and no countering. The power drain off of the ones after they throw a special is nice. If you combine that with the Captain America tech synergy, it's really nice, because then they get drained down to no power, and then their power kind of stays drained, so it lets you get a few more additional combos in. So that's kind of his basic rotation. In longer fights, you probably want to build up to the special 3 close to the end of the fight, like you would with Guillotine, to do the execution move on them. And he has one of the coolest special 3s in the game, straight up. So, just got a 6-star Electro Awakening from the free crystal. I mean, free is free. Double P. Just those days sometimes, not the best damage, but he's like the Human Torch of mutants. Yeah, I think, I don't think he is as, universally effective as Torch is against Mystic, but that's a decent comparison. Yeah. Most of the time, kind of what do I mean by that? When I see a Mystic, I know that Torch is just going to, destroy them no matter what, right? But with Nimrod, there are certainly going to be champs that will that will do it faster than him. All right, let's find a mutant champ somewhere. Lenny! That must have been Neil. What up, Neil? Let's find a mutant champ somewhere, like first on a lane that we can test him out in. By the way, guys, I need to show you this. This needs to happen. I found this the other day. It's $300. I need it. I need it. So yeah, if you guys have $300 you want to send over to me so I can buy myself a motorized Iron Man helmet. What up, Grin? What do I think about Nimrod? He's pretty good. He's not going to blow anybody away in the tech class. Very good against mutants. He's pretty suicide friendly. So try him with suicides. We can try him with suicides for sure. For example, a Human Torch could deal with unblockable Mystic when Nimrod can't. Yeah. All right. We're looking for a mutant here, like first on the path. Here's a Cyclops in 711. We can go in there. 711. We'll just take him in by himself, of course. And then we're going over here. Now this has Mighty Charge and Pleasure to Burn. After we do this, we'll take a look at his synergies. None of them I don't think really stand out to me. Right, Pleasure to Burn, okay. Oop, nice. 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 I mean, that's some pretty good damage.
Hello there.
Dude, again, like, he's just punching right through my block. It's very annoying. I'm, like, not doing his rotation right at all because of Mighty Charge. There we go. Yeah, if you get the power drain on him in the corner, you can also backdraft if they cooperate, which is nice. But again, he's really kind of built for like a parry style. The reason you want to execute specials as the modes switch is that because when you're in the Titan mode, the blue mode, the effect that you get happens on the first hit or the activation of the special attack. But when you're in the Blitz mode, the effect that you get happens on like a hit of the special. So if the mode switches in between or in the middle of the animation, then that's why you get both effects. Do I follow Jeremy Lynch? He has a whole Iron Man suit. Actually looks like the real one, except he can't fly. No, I do follow this guy. It's called like Alex Lab, I think. He's I think he's from Russia, and he's been building like his own Iron Man suit. But he's like engineering like an arc reactor and hydraulic muscles and all this really, really cool stuff. So definitely check him out. He goes through stuff in a lot of detail. It's really, really, really cool. What up, Slayer of Scars? What up, Xander? Again, hello, hello. How much hits was it against Winter Soldier? I didn't really count it. It's not like a good amount of hits. I know. Again, in the tech class, big damage, not really the thing against, or when you're playing as tech champions. So, all right, I actually kind of want to try that again. Let's take a look at his synergies. We'll do that fight again. All right, so we've got an additional attack rating for each additional Nimrod or Sentinel on the team. I don't know this for sure. I am 99% certain that this is Omega Sentinel because it says, each additional Nimrod or Sentinel on the team. Omega Sentinel. It's got to be her. So I feel like we're getting her at some point for sure. Again, though, like that's only an extra 1,000 attack. If you, not even 1,000, 225 times 4. So I don't really know how useful that is realistically. And in like endgame content, you're only going to have access to like a 5 and a 6-star Sentinel for now. So that, this is not really that useful of a synergy to me. This one with Sentinel and probably again Omega Sentinel, up to 25% armor rating based on missing health. Again, The robots, though, this is a cool thing. If you defeat a robot with this synergy, then you get a self-repair for the next fight, which will regenerate health. So that's pretty cool. Again, could be situationally useful if you know you have a robot on the path. This one we can't really use. Again, I think this is Omega Sentinel. He'll place incinerates instead of shocks if you have a shock immune champion. This one reduces purify and nullify ability accuracy by 50%. Meh. And then you get and then you get a 50% chance to stun a projectile attack, which seems pretty unreliable. So, and then lastly, the one that she has with Kitty and Storm, unblockable special attacks create 1 armor up per defeated mutant in a quest, up to 5. So that could be pretty useful. Again, path specific. So, yeah, not really that big on synergies. So let's bring in the synergies that I've been playing around with him with is the Cap America Tech synergy is useful. And then he's actually pretty good with the War Machine. Oh, I can't bring War Machine because I don't have him as a 5 or 6. I'll point it out anyways. The War Machine pre-fight increases your armor, which I think increases his damage as well. Let's bring in... Might as well bring in like a Sentinel or 2 just for that. There he is. All right. He is, so that's a good point, J-Rock. He is much more fluid than Sentinel. Like, Sentinel's really clunky to me. Nimrod, very fluid. His animations are cool. He feels smooth to play. The sound design is really, really good. Like there's like this high-pitched whine on his special 2 that I don't think I've heard anywhere else in the game before. Sometimes they reuse sound effects, but I dig it. I like his sound design a lot. Alright, we get the Energize and the Energy Vulnerability. Nice. No reparries there. And if you're close to the switching, you can kind of slow your combo down a bit. Yeah, the shock damage against mutants is just so good. Like, he really is, like, a lot. The difference, you know, the torch comparison that was made before is probably the closest thing that you're going to get to what he feels like to play against mutants versus non-mutants, so. I want my board. I want my board. What is it with Kabam and Pink Energy Fields robots? I like his color scheme a lot. It's definitely like right out of the comics, so I dig it. All right, let's put on. Do I want to put on Suicides now, or do I want to wait until later? We can show off like a Domino or Where's there like an easy Magneto? Not easy, but easily available Magneto. There's that Magneto boss, isn't there? Typhoon Spite. Spite is Poodoo. Magneto. Oh, you know who I really want to try him against? No, that's not really going to work. One of my favorite bosses in the game is the Weapon X boss in 714, but you kind of need to parry with him. Oh, I do really want to try that. Maybe I'll write that down to try that when I have some time tomorrow. Here we go. There's a Magneto at... Alright, 715. We have to go through a Heimdall first with Terminal Velocity and Dulled. I guess we'll just bring in a couple champs to deal with him. Who designed Nimrod? It was Coop. Kabam Coop. A Nimrod? Just got 6-star Iceman from the Marauder Cav, Christopher Locken. Nice, dude. That is a super rare champ. Congrats. He's going to murder Jubilee. Yeah. That brings up another excellent point, and that is that currently Nimrod is one of only 2 champions in the game out of like 200 who have the access to the cowardice debuff. So that's on the... Where is it? Where's the cowardice? Here it is. So whenever the opponent launches a special attack, they get a cowardice debuff on themselves for 15 seconds. So against Kitty, who is basically shut down by cowardice, I think he's going to prove to be very, very important because, you know, you can't intercept Kitty, you can't bring in a straight miss counter again. You have to just get this cowardice debuff to shut her down. So I think he's gonna prove pretty. He's gonna have some high demand if you start seeing Kitty Pryde a lot on defense. The other thing I want to point out, and I want to try this out against like an aggression regen, is that if while you're in the orange phase, if you hit into an opponent when they have any sort of regen or prowess effect, so passive or active, you replace it with a shock debuff. So I was wondering how it would work if you just like kind of sat back and let the aggression regen like work up, and then just kept hitting into them with the shock debuffs. If you could like nuke them down pretty quickly, but we'll see. And since it's a debuff, Despair would come into play and like stop the healing as you were doing this too. So we can try that. All right, let's get through this Heimdall, and then we'll see about this Magneto here. What's this? Oh, life cycle. Okay. Okay. Let's just let's get in some iHulk testing here, just to get through this guy. Just gonna sit there the whole time then, or what? Oh, he has Mighty Charge. I shouldn't be doing that. Oop, I should have done a medium first there, but whatever. I'm gonna have to take this damage. Yeah, that's fine. Dude, this Heimdall has like no interest in doing anything except holding block and tossing a special every now and then. I know that this is a NIMROD testing stream, and you guys didn't really come here for iHulk, but I just wanted to get through them. Just had Popeyes for the first time, and I had no idea their fries were so good. Louisiana Fast. They had like a ghost pepper fries, I think, once. Those are really, really good. All right. So Magneto. So again, I think the magnetize will actually apply, but I don't think it will do anything. Is how it works. Yeah. Nice. Medium heavy, medium heavy. You know what? This is not necessarily a good matchup either because Magneto is shock resistant, but at least you kind of see. You know, he's not really doing a respectable amount of damage, but if you're going to take Nimrod against Magneto, it's really to avoid the ability accuracy reduction and not for the damage. Alright, let's do this. Unblockable. Yeah, I mean, 1k per tick, it's not insignificant, but against like higher health pools like we're seeing here in Act 7. Dude. He's moved. Dude, you ain't wrong, dude. He is doing more damage than Psycho Man ever could, is right. Let's get the energy vulnerability on him. That should help a bit. We can try and build up to the special 3 and do some self-repair here as well. Go. This is special 3, guys. Seriously one of the best in the game. So the magnetize effect will still apply, Double P, but it's not actually doing anything. Oh, you know what? He's still turning off the healing. I wonder if that's a bug. I guess maybe not, since it's not part of the AAR. We're healing a little bit. I think that's from the adrenaline, though. Yeah, okay. So he kind of counters Magneto, but like only a little bit. So again, like, if you need a counter to Magneto, you're probably just going to bring in a non-metal champ rather than him. Yeah, that was a bit of a mess, but you guys get the idea. So yeah, I mean, I don't know that he was necessarily designed, with total Magneto counter in mind, but I mean, it works. It works. All right. Where is there an aggression regen? That's what I want to try out next. Test him against Domino? Sure, dude. Let me turn off Resonate. If you guys want to find me a Domino, we can do that, because we'll still be triggering crit fail with Resonate on, so we'll just take that off for the time being. I think that he does feel significantly better with Suicide Masters on. I have tested him both with and without. Most champs feel better with, just because of the damage. For a champion like a tech champion, they kind of need all the help they can get. He does have access to the self repair on the special 3, and it's based off of missing health. So toward the end of the fight, if you're low on health from all the recoil damage, you can launch the special 3. But you don't really want to kill them with it, because then you won't get the regen off of it. So there's kind of like a choice you have to make if it's near the end of the fight. Do you do the Blitz protocol with the execution style special 3, or do you get the Titan protocol and go for the self repair? So, couple things I would change about him. I don't really like that the modes switch by themselves. I feel like you should be able to stay in one mode, as often as you want, like Claire, for example. We'll put on Inequity. That's fine. We'll leave Resonate off. I don't know how you would switch up his abilities to kind of work if he was staying in one mode the whole time, but all right, let me find a Domino real fast here on my handy dandy spreadsheet. If there's a particular Domino you guys want to see, Strike Back, Backup Recovery, we can do. That one's. All right, we can go to that one. She's an X6, since we're just trying to demonstrate. 612.
I should have had a spreadsheet. I should have made a spreadsheet.
All right. Got trolled for the first time on Discord today. It was an odd experience. What happened, Natalie? All right. We need to go to the Captain America path, it looks like. So, B. All right, we'll just take this guy out real fast. What else did I want to mention about Nimrod? He is the #1 tech prestige option. Number 7 overall. So, he's not going to be highly desired for his prestige. Because he's not in the top 5. Please tell me Nimrod is good. What up, Butters? He's not bad. He's not amazing. He's definitely not on Kitty's level, I will say. He's an above average tech champ. He's fun to play, so he does have that going for him. All right, this Domino has Strike Back and Backup Recovery. So the power drain will actually be pretty good here. Let me double check how to use it again. All right, so the power drain is, yeah, when the opponent launches a special attack. I thought it was when I did. Okay. All right, so we'll just have to keep the power in mind here as we play her. So we shouldn't be getting any crit fail here from her. And we're not. I'd rather push her to a special 2 anyways, so. Yeah. Like if you want a hard counter to Domino, I think that he's a little bit better than Mysterio because, you know, I say that because like with Mysterio now, if you want like the super damage, now you need the Penny Parker synergy. He can basically counter Domino just on his own. So that was pretty cool. I like that. That felt pretty good. What up, CB? Wanted to stop in and say hello. Thank you for stopping by. Someone asked me if they could join my server, and I told them no. Conversation quickly escalated over some stuff that happened. Long story short, Troll accused me of being resentful and immature and blocked me. Well, at least you don't have to deal with him anymore. Is this a whole path of mutants? It is. I mean, this is Act 6, so it's like nothing spectacular in terms of difficulty. Early Act 6, I should say, is nothing really spectacular. Trying to think of like a decent mutant boss somewhere that we can do. We're also somewhat limited here because of special delivery, so we can't really get to our special 2. Or rather, by the time we do, the fight is probably going to be over. So it'll be good counter to Cable, because he'll be getting, we'll trigger the power drain after the special attack. Nice. Nice. Little reverse intercept there. Let's see if we can tank this. Reverse intercept plus that trickle of power. Alright, let's actually, this is, let's test the execution style thing. So it's more damage the lower their health is. So let's try it at like 20. I know, we just got degen, I'm not even gonna worry about it. Alright, that's close enough. Let's see what this does. So it's up to 37,000 damage, depending on the percentage of health. Okay, so it did kill him. So I think that's going to be maybe more useful in like high health content, right? You get them down to, 1 or 2%, and it's guaranteed death. Honestly, looking for a hard counter to the most effective champ in the game, Kabam Mike. Oh man. There is a Havoc that I wanted to test him against. Because Crumbling Armor, he's a good, really, really good counter to Crumbling Armor. Because the armor breaks will not remove his armor. We want to go to variant 3. The armor breaks will not remove his armor up. So against that Havoc, he works pretty well. Variant 3, Chapter 3-2. I also, guys, I tried, for no joke, for 2 hours to try and get a solo against this Kang boss with him. Just timing the shocks on his special 2 with the selective time stream. I was not successful. Let's just put it that way. Alright, this whole path is crumbling armor. We can take him against like a variety of opponents here and just see how he feels. Grinding for a safety net of revives while I figure out a team for Corvus for Shang-Chi Chapter 2. I was pretty happy with my team, CB. If you want to go back to the stream that I did. I brought 2 Proximas. Who else? I forget. And a Nick Fury for the boss. So in terms of like, is he as good as or even better than like regular OG? I guess we have to call him OG Sentinel now. I think there's pros and cons to using him over original Sentinel. They're both, they're both really designed against fighting mutants. I want to say that like OG Sentinel's ramp up is a lot easier to manage, and you only have to do it once per fight, and if he's awakened, the AI kind of does it for you. But I think that Nimrod's damage ceiling is higher. They both have their big damage off the special 2, so that's kind of similar. You have to use, what is it? It's 2 special 3s with Sentinel to regen. I feel like Nimrod is slightly better. He certainly feels nicer to play than Sentinel. So, what up, Redwood? Steroided out Michelin Sentinel is a yay. Michelin Sentinel, that's so funny. He kind of looks like a classic Hulkbuster. Like, let me see if I can find classic Hulkbuster. Like the open mouth. Let me see. Like this. He really reminds me of this figure. This is an old Marvel Legends Hulkbuster figure. Like the sloped head and like the tiny face here. Here's a better shot here. Shartimus Prime. That's awesome. Yeah. Very, very similar, like, facial features. So, that's pretty cool. Oh, did my mouse die? Nice, my mouse died. Hold on. Got the backup here. One moment, please. I meant to charge it earlier and I forgot, so. Alright. Sentinel has regen. Yeah, dude, if you, if you execute your special 3 twice, he regens. Can you go solo Abyss Havoc with him? Okay, thanks. Brendan did Abyss Omega Red. That was pretty cool fight. The other thing that kind of is excuse me, that can be kind of annoying using him is that if you're trying to do the thing where you switch modes while you're trying to execute your special while he's about to switch modes, it can be difficult to time that while you're also baiting out special attacks. Nice. I don't know how he blocked that. Try this again. Yeah, like you can see here, against a non-mutant opponent, he's just kind of okay. Right, that. There we go. I was talking about War Machine earlier. With the War Machine pre-fights, one of the things those pre-fights do is increase the duration of, I think, is it all debuffs except for stun by a certain percent. So really, really impactful to this guy's damage. Because his shock debuffs are short but powerful. So if you increase the duration on them, you're dealing a lot more damage over the that couple seconds. What up, Agent? Good to see you, dude. Read my little joke. Where are we at? They're probably resentful because they have a little smoky. What up, K-Dog? Did I say hi to you? If not, hi again, K-Dog. Appreciate you stopping by. An R3 with Mr. Fantastic debuffs could easily solo him. Oh yeah, I think he could. If you play very patiently. I think he, for... And Brendan's video kind of like highlighted this. For like the style in which you need to play him, like a lot of parrying to build up your armors, I think that he would be, he kind of lends himself naturally to Abyss fights in that manner. Because his, you naturally ramp him up in the way that you want to play that fight anyways. Another thing, he doesn't really have any specific weakness against like cosmic champs. Thinking of my Punisher video today that I uploaded. Punisher, his battery charge is slower against champions with buffs. But Nimrod doesn't really have any weaknesses to cosmic champs, and I don't know. I don't know why they kind of are almost reversing in some cases, or ignoring rather the class advantage wheel. I mean, I guess it's nice that you don't need to ignore the, you can basically ignore the parry bug with that unstoppable. You don't ever need to parry. Just hold block. Yeah, there's not too much clock watching. It's, if you happen, I think in like realistic content, if you happen to be able to throw a special at the proper time, it's nice. But otherwise, I think it's going to be really difficult to line it up every time. If you can't get the modes to switch, you always want to be, well, not always. You most of the time want to be in the Blitz protocol because that's where your damage is going to be, especially if you're going for damage. He seems semi-equipped for Abyss, yeah. I don't think. I mean, he can definitely do probably all the mutant fights. Let me think. Could he do Mr. Sinister? I don't remember what Mr. Sinister's nodes are. But you wouldn't want him returning those shock debuffs on you either. He doesn't have a way to heal block. Interesting. I mean, he can definitely do Havoc. He can do Omega Red. I think that he might struggle in as a primary attacker. I think he might struggle, especially with bigger health pools. I feel like he's gonna run out of hits before being able to take out some of those larger health pools. But I'm saying that, and I have no doubt that you're gonna go out and prove me wrong, MSD. Let's get the energy vulnerability up. There we go, that lined up nice. Yep. Just too much shock damage. So, like in terms of his vulnerabilities, he has no real protection from Nullify. So, you know, an armor break champion, a typical cosmic champion, is not going to work well for him. But like Claire or Sorcerer Supreme are probably going to wreck him most of the time. Even like Dragon Man, who will basically, you know, has a way of turning his armor ups against him, will work well. But like, yeah, your typical tech counters in terms of armor breaks are not going to be that effective here. He totally could. The shocks end before the special ends. That's true. That's true. They are short enough. Yeah. I still think he might run out of hits against Sinister because those shocks. Those shocks only are on the special 2. I mean, maybe if you stuck to strictly parry heavy, he can definitely do. I think he can definitely do Havoc. If you do the energy vulnerability with Havoc, that'll probably remove a good portion of Havoc's energy resistance, and that'll let the shocks do, you know, more damage than they would normally. What up, Dern? This is probably also not a good matchup. So he'll stop the armor breaks that Angela has, but her buffs are gonna shorten the shocks even more. Yeah, you guys kind of see what I mean here when I say like the energy vulnerability. It's 25 seconds, but it really feels like it needs to be longer. Alright, so the shocks did quite a bit of damage regardless. So that wasn't as bad of a matchup as I thought it was going to be. It's something, I know it's something you would test. Havoc is a bit too deep in Abyss for me to just waltz in and do on my day off, though. Sentinel better? If I had to choose between the two right now, oh man, I would probably go Nimrod. But if you need a champ to ramp up faster, I think that's where you would probably choose OG Sentinel. All right, all right, improved power gain. Let's heal him up just in case here. All right, so if he turtles up, we don't really have to worry about it. And we're also going to keep his charges under control anyways because of the power drain after he throws a special. The other thing is that his heavy attack, I mean, it looks awesome, but it doesn't do anything. It has no effect. Alright, get the energy vulnerability here. Yeah, so that's still quite a bit of shock damage. So yeah, I think he definitely could do Abyss Havoc if you play him really slowly. It says we get the armor breaks, but they don't remove our armor up, so we don't have to worry about that. When this fight came out, it was basically Colossus, and that was it. I don't know that Warlock... You could do it with Warlock, but he wasn't as easy. The Power Lock actually gives him charges. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that fight was not, you know, not easy when it came out. Pretty easy with Nimrod. All right. I'm very tempted to try Kang again, but it's rough, guys. You know what? I'll show you kind of how it goes. It's very difficult to keep the shocks up, and I don't have like a team prepped and ready for this either. So. Nice. This was 60% of my runs right there. Trying an intercept and completely blowing it. Alright. Yeah, I missed the first timer, so. So now you basically have to race back up to your special 2. But it's not really possible unless he lets you intercept him. Yeah, this is what happens if he holds the special, then you lose. Yep, and then you lose everything. So that's pretty much how the fight goes. Like without if he is not super cooperative the whole fight, it doesn't happen. So that's how pretty much all of my attempts on that fight went. Just so you know, 2 hours worth. Okay. I wanted to do an aggression regen as well. Let's see, aggression regen. Yeah, it's definitely possible, but if you brought in like I think bringing in War Machine would help a lot. And then I think you need like a full power gain team to do it. And even then, I still think you need Kang to cooperate. Like you need him to throw his specials right away. The Captain America synergy there was helpful. But yeah, it's tricky but possible. Yeah. All right, we need regeneration. Find. Isn't there an aggression regen path in variant 6? Is there? 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you guys know where it is? Oh, here we go. Aggression regen in 615. He should have a heal block. I mean, he kind of does, and that's what I'm gonna show you like right now. He doesn't really have a heal block, but he has an easy and guaranteed way of removing regeneration effects. That doesn't stop things like willpower, and it doesn't stop things like selective time stream like we just saw. So, oh, I'm in X7. I need to be in X6. What's going on here? Pressed the wrong button, apparently. All right, 615 Iron Fist has aggression regen. So I think the plan here is just to let him build up stuff. Do you have access to Gwen Pyrian on the CCP? The fight, yes. The champion, no. Yeah, here we go. Oh, debuff immune, aggression regen. Oh, you know what? That's not going to work out. That's not bad because we won't be able to put shocks on him. All right. Back to the drawing board. Aggression regen. Come on. All right, here is an aggression regen Ultron in 622. Let's do that. Yeah, so like being able to replace the regen with shock is nice. Because you can kind of make up for a little bit of the regen that might have triggered while you were waiting to remove it. Oh, what do I need? All right, it's the Punisher path. Wherever that is. Over here, okay. He should be good for the Gwen Pyrian fight. What are you thinking, Darn? He's definitely not as good for it as Kitty is. I mean, she essentially turns the fight off. It's ridiculously overpowered. All right, this is Back Blast. Okay. Hopefully we don't damage him too much here. We're going on 11 months, no Tigra? For you, Agent X? What, is that what you mean? Go, get some shocks up. I should have thought to ask for a 5 or 6 star war machine on my account. But unfortunately Phil went on vacation for 3 weeks and there'll be no grants during that time. Okay. Oh, I thought we were going to kill him with that. Okay, cool. He removes prowess and replaces it with shock. That's true, but I don't think you want to remove the prowess, right, in that fight. Because you need her to get up to a certain amount to trigger that special 2. And the damage that you inflict in place of the prowess is not enough to be doing that. So I guess maybe in that sense, he actually won't be good for her at all. Alright, so for this fight, I think we need to be in blitz mode when we do this. Yeah. Alright, attacks remove 1 prowess and regen, replacing it with a shock. So, let's basically let him... How many do you think we can let him build up to? I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. Meanwhile, we'll be building up a lot of armors. You know what? It occurs to me that Ultron, the shock damage is only going to heal him up even more. So I think the Wolverine on the next fight would actually be better, but we'll go through this anyways. We'll try 30 regens. Oh no! Mistakes were made! Alright. Oh, nice. Yeah, this is a bad idea with him, because he's just healing back all of the shock damage. Yeah. All right, let's get past this guy. And then we'll try it on the Wolverine. I gotta stop hitting into his evade. It's the same color. Oh, look at that regen from the shock damage. all of my plans work in theory until I get into the fight, and then I remember they weren't so smart after all. The good news is that, like, against a champ like Ultron, you'll remove his self-repair before, without needing to, like, stop. Like, in mid-combo, he'll just remove it, which is nice. Well, it's for science, exactly, Cyber. Alright, this should be, you know what, this is not going to be good either, because she has Bubble Shield. And Old Man Logan has Bane. Alright, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. It's for science, guys. We'll try hitting into her block, rather than just parrying a bunch. Nice. I was too slow on my combo there. Oh, you know what? Oh, look, it works through her block, too! Wow, that is very cool. Okay. That is extremely useful to know. Okay, so you can't really cheese aggression regen with him, but being able to remove being able to remove those effects while they're blocking is awesome. Like if you're on a really annoying aggression regen path, and they're playing super passive, never fear, just hit into their block. That's good. All right, that's good. I like that a lot. Is there a for science command? Oh, I mean there can be. I'll make a note. We're getting a little too high on the sound effects. I might have to trim some. What up, El Capitan? Just popping in. Sorry I missed it. Was really hoping for Nimrod to be APOC, a robot Romero. No, he is not. He is not that. Not that really at all. Who's the boss here? Oh, you know what? This is the Sinister chapter. Let's keep going. Actually, I kind of want to see how he works against Mr. Sinister. When are we making an Elsa command? I'll tell you what, Agent. I'll do it right now. I'll do it right now. Hold on. 1 second. Command Elsa. All right, ready? Cool down. All right. the Elsa command is live. Oh, it would have played so perfectly into the lore. Yeah. I mean, some of his synergies, El Capitan, kind of work like that. Like he does become more powerful when you have like additional sentinels on the team, but it's a small benefit, I think, for what you have to do to get that. There you go, dude. Just like you asked. Look, it even has a Frozen reference in there for you. Oh, you know what? I'm getting incinerated because of Backblast, I think. Oh, cool. We won anyways. Let me change that to moderator only, actually, because the cooldown doesn't work like it does on the bot. But there you go, dude. That's just like Terrence used to beg me to come up with a Namor command. So there is a Namor command specifically for Terrence as well. All right, let's get through Gold Pool, and there's an Emma with Limber. And then I want to see how he works against the Sinister boss. Prey on the Weak probably won't be good, although we'll be immune to the concussion from his special 2, so it might work. Just, you know, we're here to test, so. Remember when Perry worked? Yeah, Backblast working against me here. Oh, eked it out again. Eked it out again. You can break into song if you want anytime. I kind of do that at home. Zootopia is quite good. Oh, Natalie, my kids watch that all the time with Gazelle. If you are poison immune, are you immune to passive poisons? Yes. There's a bug with Diablo, I think, right now, where his passive poisons from the synergy aren't. It's specific to Ronin, I think. But yes, you should be immune. The only place where I can think of that it doesn't work like that is in Labyrinth. If you bring in a poison immune mystic, actually, is that true? Because I know Maestro places poisons on mystic champs if you hit into his block. I don't know if they bypass immunity or not. I don't know the last time I've ever went into that fight with a mystic, so probably I want to say probably not. So yeah, you should be immune regardless. Zootopia is pretty cool. It's called a hustle, baby. Boom. All right, this is Limber, Feats of Power, and Kinetic Transference. She's also going to be shock immune, which is going to be tough to for Nimrod to get his shocks off. I've always felt that robots should be immune to her psychic abilities. There we go. Oh, why didn't she? Oh, she didn't switch back into. Why did she not switch back into telepath form there? Is it because I did too much damage with the special? She was one power level above me. She must have switched because I did too much damage. Excuse me. So yeah, it seems like there are there are some mutants that he's probably not going to be like amazing against, like Emma. I'm getting SOP PTSD. I'm sorry, Cyber. They're there. It's over. It's over. Maestro's a bug. It's not actually coded as a yeah. I would need somebody to confirm that. Because I don't think, for the longest time, let me think, what are the poison immune mystics out there? Dormammu, I think, is poison immune, Mephisto, Dragon Man, and now Diablo. That would be an interesting test. Alright, let's heal this bad boy up. He's good at face blocking. Great for Katie. Oh. Oh man. All right. You know what? We can't do this fight because we don't have Caustic Temper on us either. We have no way of getting a Fury. I didn't think about that at all. Oh well. Let's see how bad it is. Let's see how bad it is. Prey on the Weak also, I think, is going to mess us up too. Yeah. He could do this fight if I was smart enough to have remembered the one synergy. I mean, he's not doing that bad. I'm not gonna sit here and do the rest of that fight. Sorry about that. I completely forgot that they didn't remove Caustic Temper from that node, so my bad. I was actually using Diablo with Kingpin to apply passive poisons, and they didn't apply to poison immune matchups. No, that's not how it's supposed to be. And I think that bug is only for Ronin. I don't know if you've tried it on other champs, but yeah, the white mags won't apply a stun to a stun immune champ for sure. All right, let me see if I had any other notes written down here for Nimrod. Armor breaks do not remove armor. We did that. We did Domino. You can't cheese aggression regen. Let's turn on ouchies and add in like War Machine. We'll see just, like maximum damage potential here. Oh, do I already have them on? No, I don't. Where did all my points go? Excuse me. What do I want to take points out of? Oh, I know what I did. Okay, we need to redo this. All right. If there's any... This might be the last thing that I think I want to do with him before we kind of wrap it up. If there's anything specific that you guys want to see Nimrod do, I could rank up the Unawakened 5-star if you want to see kind of what he's like without the Awakened ability. I think mostly from a damage perspective is where he's going to suffer without being awakened, because the effects from his specials are shorter unawakened. Sunspotted, welcome to the stream. Hi, I'm new here. Hope everything is well. Welcome, Sunspotted. Thank you for checking me out. All right, we'll do courage. I think I usually run max courage here. And then we'll go here. Just doing a little Nimrod testing here. What up, Josh? Welcome back. All right. I'm trying to think, like, there aren't many champs where you want to run like max recoil. Maybe like iHulk and Ghost are pretty much the only ones. Probably Kitty actually too, because if you have Kitty awakened, her phase will last beyond the special attack, and I don't think she'll take. Yeah, I think you could do max recoil with her. We don't really need Despair here, but we'll put it on anyways. We don't really need deep wounds either. All right, that's fine. That is what it is. All right, so we got those on. Let's take in War Machine as well for the pre-fight. I wish I had access to the Cav queue here, because that Wolverine boss with the crazy regen would be cool to test him out in. Where are you at? There you are. All right, do that. And then we'll do... What's a good standard tech synergy here? I mean, I guess we could just add more Sentinels. Bump up his attack rating. That, and we need a 5-star Sentinel. There we go. Subbed as well. Thank you, Sunspotted. If your subs are public, it will show up on screen here. Otherwise, it will not. But again, thank you for subbing, man. Appreciate it. I'm having too much fun with Shang-Chi. Man, I still need to see the movie. I was saying over the weekend, I did an interview over the weekend, by the way, guys, on the XN Interviews podcast, which should be available on Jay Axe's channel right now. We talked for about an hour about various stuff. One of the things I was saying is that our babysitter went to college, so now my wife and I have no one to watch the kids while we go out on a Friday to see a movie. All right, we really only need this one. Based on so we get an attack increase based on armor, so that's really good for Nimrod because he has a lot of armor at buffs. And energy resistance is it's fine. I guess we'll just right. Nothing else we need to do here. See how many what this looks like. Okay, we got both effects up here. Good. Now it's a race. $8K medium crits off the special 2, or off the medium rather. Wow, that's 9K shock damage a second there. Get both effects there. We've got the Extinction Protocol, I think it's what it's called. So it's going to be under 100 hits. 85 hits for a rank 3 with suicides, unboosted, and a full attack team. So, and that's, again, his matchups, his ideal matchups are against mutants. We could keep going and see how that works against, like, Storm, I guess. Unless there's something else you specifically want to see. What up, Jacob? Is debuff immune and stun immune categorized differently? Yes. Yes, Al Capitan. So debuff immune, you're immune to active debuffs only. And that's why Magneto's White Magneto's passive stun works, because it is a passive effect and not a debuff. But since stun immunity is categorized as immunity to all types of stun, so debuffs and passive effects won't work. So that's the difference. Josh says missed a good part of the stream. Thought so far. He's good. He's in the upper part of the tech class, I would say. He's a lot of fun to use. He's real tanky. The shock damage is really nice. Like if you guys see if we see like a shock vulnerability lane anywhere, he is going to absolutely destroy that lane. With like 200% attack increase on those shock debuffs, he will just melt people. I think that he's more fun to use than OG Sentinel. His ramp up is a bit slower than OG Sentinel's. Isn't a stun passive or not a debuff? No. No, a stun can be either passive or a debuff. I just need to let Agent X answer all of my questions as he gets to them before I do. Bofa, get out of here, Birdsey. What's up, dude? Not today, Birdsey. So again, ideal rotation here. SP1 with both effects. Bofa D's effects. Race to the special 2. Activate special 2 in blitz mode to get the shock damage. The energy vulnerability helps his basic hits too, by the way. Because all of his attacks are energy and not physical. So the energy vulnerability passive is actually increasing all of his damage, not just his, the special 2 damage. Yeah, so, I mean, we have class disadvantage here, of course. Get both effects again, refresh that. Does my dog keep walking in here, or do I miss it? Guess not. It would be nice if they just posted this info and people didn't have to hassle the CCP for information. No hassle, dude. I'm here. I'm here to help. Here to answer questions. I would say that, to your point, that kind of stuff, like, if they posted every nuance of everything like that, it would just be this encyclopedia of stuff that nobody would read, though. All right, so how do you change modes? So you change modes 2 ways. The modes automatically change every 11 seconds, I think, and you can change them like you would with Claire with a 4th light attack. The one thing to notice, and if you were paying attention while I was doing that fight, you might have noticed it, is that when you switch modes manually, it does not reset the timer. So if you need to switch back into the blue mode right before your special attack and right before the mode is going to switch automatically, you can do that. It won't refresh the 11-second timer. So if the window is a bit tight there, but you can do that and get, like I've been saying, get both effects from each of your special attacks. You can power lock DN. I'm glad you like that, dude. I kind of want to keep going all the way up to Wolverine, if I'm being completely honest. I love that his shield is actually shaped like a shield for some reason. I obviously know why it's shaped like a shield, but I like that it's shaped like a shield. I find that comforting. Got 5-star Sasquatch from Incursions Crystal. How is he? I don't really... I have him as a 6-star Unawakened. I don't really care for him that much, to be honest. Let's just do this. Alright, yeah. So the special one does push you pretty far away, so you can most of the time safely launch it into people's blocks. And you'll push yourself far enough back that they won't be able to counter. Let's do that again. Oh, we were just too short of getting both. And by the way, the purple mode, the nuclear mode or whatever, it combines both. So when you switch into the nuclear mode, you automatically get the effects of both modes whenever you do a special attack. And that mode happens, I think, when you hit 10 charges, I want to say. One of these days, we're going to get you genuinely with DN. Definitely not, dude. Definitely not. Definitely not. The closest that anybody has ever gotten to getting me with that live is Brendan. He did a he's like, do you know Drew P? And I only stopped to think about it because Drew is actually my name. So I was like, no, I'm not going for that, Brendan. He's like, oh, it was so close. It'll be when somebody is on call. I tried to get Brennan with one the other day with Wendy's. He didn't fall for it though. Let's get that going. Like, if you can't make the mode switch line up, I think it's always better to launch your specials while in the blitz mode. Nice, nice. There we go. Yeah, I kind of wish the energy vulnerability lasted longer. It's really only good for like one cycle of special 2. I mean, it does, like I said, it does make his specials hit harder. Or I'm sorry, it does make his basic attacks hit harder, but yeah. Let's get that up. Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like his damage output is unnecessarily hindered by the duration of the energy vulnerability. I mean, it doesn't need to be permanent, but if it lasted like twice as long, or like a full minute even, I think it would be better. Brendan is the master of DN jokes. I don't think I've fallen for a single one. Who did? Katie sent me a screenshot. She got somebody in the MCOC Futurism Society chat with one the other day. I think it was Kalantak. It's always like a proud moment when you find somebody who actually like doesn't know what it means. Did you know Hood can't phase recoil now? Ghost with Hood? I haven't heard that. I doubt that's intentional. All right, so here we go. Full suicides, tax team against an ideal matchup here in a mutant. Got the mode switch, good. Now she ain't gonna wanna cooperate here. Good. Activate the extinction. Wow, that's 16k shock a second. Wow. That is like a 50% increase in shock damage from what we saw against Winter Soldier. Oh, I thought that might have killed her. Nice, nice. Don't hurt me, Storm. Oh! Oh, I thought she was going to get me there. Caught someone, but I just felt so bad for them. No, it's not how you play the game, Natalie. What does cowardice do? Excellent question. For the moment, cowardice counters kitty pride, and that's pretty much it. Cowardice is like the opposite of prowess. Where is it? All right. So when you're in Titan Protocol, cowardice decreases special attack damage by 40%. So it's the opposite of prowess. But it's a hard counter to all of Kitty Pryde's abilities. So again, I don't have access to a Kitty Pryde fight here. Otherwise, I would show you. I kind of want to keep going now, up to Wolverine. So we'll do that. I'll go up to Wolverine and then we'll end. I want to see kind of how if he can out damage that fight. Need to buy some more potions here. Saw it on Panaman Pete's stream today. If he can't do it, nobody can. I'm sure that's not intended. But I haven't heard of that being a problem. I'm a DN newbie. That sounds really bad. OG Storm Special 2 still terrifies me. At least there's enough of a warning, though. Alright. The rest of these fights up to and including Wolverine should be pretty straightforward. Yeah, I really like his sound effects. We missed the boat on both, but we'll get the energy vulnerability. Nice. No parries. Yeah, I mean, he's better enough with suicides that I feel like you probably want to run them if you're going to play him in any significant capacity. Oop, that was bad. Imagine getting hit by Vision Special 1, guys. This should kill him. Yes. Okay. Yeah, dude, Panda, Pete just came back last night. I caught a little bit of it on replay this morning. He said he moved to a new place, doesn't have a roommate anymore, or has a roommate, but it's not his brother or something like that. But yeah, dude, good to see Pete back. Really, really cool guy, really nice guy. What is parry? So if you, by the way, if you earn charges while you're in the nuclear mode, it just extends the duration. So in like a parry, a fight where you're going to be doing a lot of parrying, you can keep up the nuclear mode for longer, I think, or make it better. Either way, I just kind of like in my testing, I've just kind of let it just kind of do its thing. His damage, like on basic hits, it feels comparable to like Punisher's damage, only because I keep seeing the 8K medium crits, and that's kind of what Punisher gets in overdrive mode. The difference is like you don't need, Punisher doesn't need suicides to get that kind of damage up. So. Yeah, like he doesn't have any like mind-blowing utility. I mean, he's still, I stick with what I opened the stream with, and that is I think he is a very well-balanced champion. He's fun to use. It's definitely important. Oh, there we go, freeze. Bro, double stun? Oh, God. None of my parries are working at all. Look at this. I'm completely helpless. It's like my game is the game lagged there before, and it's like now the controls have completely crapped the bed on me. Classic. Good thing this is like the second to last fight. Can't dex. Amazing. Fight's taking forever. What is thou parry? All I know is face block. Exactly. Oh, there's a parry. A Katy parry. Baby, you're a firework. Is that a Katy Perry song? I don't know. I don't know what I'm not hip to the kids these days. Oh, she power drained me too. What a bummer. Dude, just let me intercept you, please. Love the sound his medium attacks make. Yeah, it's like a weird, it's like a really satisfying like crunchy sound. With like a phase shift or something. What a mess. Come and let your colors burst. Of course. So I was right. That was a Katy Perry song. I should have known Agent X would know what it is. The stream about to get claimed. No, she would listen for 2 seconds and feel bad. He could go ahead and have it. Alright guys, this is going to be the last fight of the evening. We'll keep him in courage range, actually. Yeah. So let's see if he can out damage and remove the regens when I need them to. Okay, as quickly as the regens are getting there, they're getting removed. Holy moly! That was fun. Wow. Wow. Again, guys, against mutants, absolutely ridiculous. The ramp up time is like halved against mutant champs. That was a lot of fun. That was a pretty cool kill. I looked down for 1 second and he said, "Right? Right?" Oh, that was cool. That was very cool. All right, let's see. Let's see who else is streaming tonight. mcoc. Is Brendan still streaming? Now I want to see Labyrinth, Old Man Logan. Labyrinth, Old Man Logan's regen is really like tiny. However, he would probably work against Abyss, Old Man Logan. It's a good thing to think about. All right. It looks like B is also doing NIMROD testing. So if you just want to watch him, we can go there. Yeah, let's go raid Brendan. Let me get that link real fast here. All right, B, G. All right, we'll go. With our typical raid tag. Alright guys, that's going to do it for tonight's stream. We'll probably just do some more Cav stuff tomorrow. Relax, hang out. Thank you to Sunspotted. Third time's the charm. For the sub earlier, appreciate that. And guys, thank you very much for hanging out with me tonight. It was fun. Nimrod, very cool. If you're going for him, good luck. What else? Hit like on your way out before you go say what up to B. And I will see you tomorrow. Be good to each other. Peace.